After all flag. Green flag.
Sorry about that, folks. I just realized I had no sound. Well, nonetheless, we are Green Flag Racing here in New Hampshire. And I do apologize for that. This is the Make-A-Wish Foundation 75 here in New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Again, thank you all. Well, I guess it's not again for you guys. Thank you very much for coming out. Really do appreciate your support here tonight. It's Wednesday night late model action here on Racing for a Cause TV, bringing you Racing for a Cause action. Out front, AJ Hamill in that 14 American Diabetes Association car. He's followed in by the 20 of Justin McDuff. Got a lot to catch up on. I've been talking. Well, nonetheless, here we are. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everything looks good, sounds good. Like to throw a shout out to my man JP. JP having back surgery. He's out of the car for a little while. Was supposed to have a driver in his stead tonight. Doesn't look like that was able to happen. So no 60 car on track tonight. I'm going to miss seeing that one out there. Nonetheless, I think we're going to have some good action here. AJ Hamill in that 14. Definitely dominating the field so far in the early going of this one. Lap 3 of 75. 75 miles here tonight. It's going to be a long one. You see the cars all minding their P's and Q's, lined up, bumper to bumper, going down the backstretch. Going to that tricky turn 3 and 4. AJ Hamill leading the way. So again, AJ Hamill up front, Justin McDuff running second currently in that 20 car. Right behind him in the 44, Chris Mefford. Jerry West running the 86 machine in 4th place right now. Andy Lambert right behind him in the 70. Andy running the Children's Miracle Network car. Al Smith in the 91, currently 6th. Brian Rogers in the 12th, 7th. Jeffrey Clifton, he's running 8th. In that 90 machine, Peyton Johnson. Peyton running in top 10 right now in 9th place. Justin Napier in the in the 54. Just gets passed by Phil Otto. Phil Otto moving up a couple of positions since the start of this race. Currently running 10th. Douglas Saki 11th. And Napier down to 12th. And that is the field for tonight. It's kind of a smaller field, but that's okay. Definitely a couple of names out there missing. Ryan Nolan, AJ Hill. Not AJ Hill. Hill, anyways. Rick Greenaway not starting tonight. Keeping an eye towards the back of the pack. Looks like Phil Otto fell back down. Wasaki 10th, Napier 11th, Phil Otto back to 12th. So those 3 trading places on track. Everybody else kind of remaining pretty constant right now. checking back to the front of the field. AJ Hamel out front, really pulling away at this point. Has a strong interval. The gap right now back to Justin McDuff in second, 0.850. So we got to remember, they should not have to pit for fuel. They can only pit one time for tires, be it 2 tires or 4 tires. Those are the rules here in the late model series. It's been making it very interesting. Pit strategy has been huge so far in this series this year. You burn them off too soon, you're going to have to pit. If you're able to hold on to them, you might be okay. What's it going to be? Pit strategy? 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires? After running here the other night, I gotta say, I can't see somebody going 75 miles in one of these cars without tires, but we'll see. As we got a battle right now, Chris Mefford in third. Took a look under Justin McDuff in the 20. You're not able to make the pass, but he's going again. Chris Mefford going again, and that's a strong run to the inside. Can he hold it? Or does McDuff have the momentum on the outside? We're going to find out as they go into turns 3 and 4. McDuff able to surge back out ahead, but will it be enough when they go into 3? Chris Mefford looking good on the inside. Mefford completes that pass. Up to second right now, Jerry West in the 86 starting to take a look to the inside of McDuff. Jerry West making a very strong run to the inside. Ooh, that car gets a little bit loose. You saw it right there. The rear end of that car starts coming out just a little bit. He was able to save it. Very, very nice save right there for Jerry West. Right behind him, Andy Lambert trying to capitalize on that little miscue from Jerry West, but not able to do it. West falls back in line. Andy goes down low. Andy has a little bit of momentum coming off in that corner on the high side. We'll see if it pays dividends here into turn 1. Right now, Andy Lambert on the inside, trying to make Jerry West pay for that car getting loose. And I don't think he's going to do it. He may even lose another position to Brian Rogers. Brian Rogers in the 12. Brian Rogers coming on the outside of Andy Lambert in that 70 car. Good battle here for position. Andy Lambert trying to hold on to 5th. Brian Rogers trying to take it. The 70 and 12 car going back and forth. The battle continues on. It's been a good battle back here for 5th place. Lambert, Rogers, looks like they are starting to settle it down. Oh no, Rogers goes to the inside. Rogers in the 12 makes a move to the inside of Andy Lambert. Andy now stuck on the outside. We'll see how that rolls for him. You see that 70 car gets a little bit loose in the rear end as it starts kicking out a little bit. 12 not able to make the move down the front stretch. The 91 now getting around Andy Lambert. Al Smith Jr. taking advantage of Andy. Andy probably had to heat those tires up a little bit more than he wanted to. Probably trying to cool them off. And it looks like Al Smith Jr. now on the hunt. Looking to take 6th place away from Andy Lambert. Al Smith Jr. up in front of Andy Lambert by nose. You saw it again. That 70 car not happy up there. JP coming out and saying the 60 car had some ignition issues tonight and he'll be back next week. JP, that's good to hear. I'm glad we're going to see that car out there, but I hope you're getting better every day. JP, as I said earlier, of course I don't know if my mic was on at the time, but JP in that 60 car, normally the spina bifida 60, having back surgery this week, so our thoughts are out with him, hoping he's getting better every single day. And he must be, because he's out in chat. Feeling good, I hope. We got a battle right now, 6th place, 7th place. Right now it's 7th place. Jeff Clifton in 8th, fighting with Andy Lambert. Andy's starting to fall back just a little bit, but we look up front real quick just to make sure we don't forget who the leader is. And that's AJ Hamill up front in the 14 car. Chris Mefford, he's got to make up a 1.2 second deficit right now. AJ Hamill out front of Mefford by 1.2. Justin McDuff right behind them in the 20. And Jerry West right behind McDuff in the 86. JP, itching to be racing. That's awesome, bud. I can't wait to get you back out on track. Really. I hope this takes care of all the pains. So far, 21 laps completed. We've got 54 left. No lead changes. AJ Hamill started on the pole. He's currently leading. 54 miles left in this one. Can he hold on for the win tonight? It's like Peyton Johnson and Doug Wasaki have formed a 2-car pack. A little further back, Phil Otto and Justin Napier have formed a 2-car pack. So we'll be watching for battles out of those 4 cars. First and second. Third. All separated by a little bit of a gap. It does look like Mefford is starting to close in a little bit. His deficit now, 1.2. Oh, the 90 car. The 90 car goes around. Hits the wall, but continues on. Hopefully he's out of the way. Yes, he gets out of the way. Good job, Jeff Clifton. Gets out of the way of the faster cars coming around. He's able to continue on. No caution. Good awareness by the driver to keep the car going. Not bringing out the caution. That's excellent. Yeah, Ryan, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the rear ends coming out of the corners, and I think just if they're running up a little bit higher, they're definitely getting loose. Been seeing that a lot, actually. Yeah, it seems like it's the lane like mid to halfway up. Bottom lane actually seems to be sticking with these cars more than it was sticking with us the other night. We ran these cars in the K&N series Monday night, and now you see it right there, that 12 car, the rear end popped out on him just a little bit. So it's still happening. You got 2 factors happening. You're burning off fuel, which lightens up the rear of the car. You got hot tires that are starting to get some wear. That's going to make the rear end of that car very light and a little easier and more subject to come around. Some drivers are going to like the fact that the cars are getting a little looser. Some guys aren't. It'll be interesting to see what happens. You see the gap from AJ Hamill back to Chris Mefford. More importantly, you see that Justin McDuff has caught Chris Mefford Justin's going to start trying to put a little pressure on that 44 car, I believe. Justin McDuff in that 20 car goes down to the inside. Not enough to do it there. He gets back in line, takes a slightly higher approach. We got battles happening further back in the field too. Al Smith Jr. getting around Brian Rogers in the 12. Jerry West holding station in 4th place in the 86. Justin McDuff to the inside of the 44. Justin McDuff in the 20 car looking to take 2nd place. Chris Mefford's been sitting there for a while. He was actually catching the leader a little bit. And that may have been AJ just letting off the throttle, rolling the corners a little bit more, trying to conserve some fuel, trying to conserve tires. But right now, the guy on the move, Justin McDuff, putting all the pressure on that 44 car. And that 44 car is not where he wants to be. That's where those cars are loose. When you got the right sides on that new pavement, it's a little bit loose right now. McDuff with a nice clean pass on the 44, and it looks like it's probably going to stick here coming out of the corner. Al Smith Jr. putting the battle on with Jerry West right now, and Smith coming away in front of Jerry West right now. So they're starting to race now. Phil Otto currently being scored 9th position. Justin Napier 10th. Peyton was running in the top 10. He must have had something happen to him I missed. And the 90 car, Jeff Clifton, he's in the pit road, so he's taking his pit stop for the night. AJ Hamill out in 1st place. It'll be interesting to see. Can these cars, I don't even know, on one fuel run make 75 miles? I'm not sure. Let's see here. I saw a car get into the wall a little bit. I think it was the 12. Yeah, you see it right there. There's some fender damage on the right front of that 12 machine. That may be affecting the handling of that machine. That was a pretty hard lick that I saw in the corner. Nonetheless, AJ Hamill right now up front. The gap up to 2 seconds. When McDuff was working over Chris Mefford, they lost some time to AJ. AJ Hamill really taking advantage and spreading that gap out. After 35 laps, not a single lead change yet. AJ Hamill's led them all. There has been swaps of 2nd place, 3rd place. Looks like right now Al Smith Jr. is starting to catch up to Mefford. And Mefford may be looking to lose another position here if Al Smith can get a run on the inside. Chris Mefford holding on to that line where the tires are, the right side tire, just on that new pavement. Looks like he may like that car being just a little loose up there. Tire fall off on the track, it's about a second. From what I'm looking at right now, the leader's best lap, 32.798. His last lap, 33.608. So just under a second difference from the start of the race to now. 37 laps in, we're seeing a second difference. Long green flag racing happening right now, and it looks like Al Smith Jr. starting to put the pressure on the 44 as he drops down to the inside. The 44 on the outside dives it in deep. The 44 able to hold position. 91 not able to get there. Do need to point out right now the 70 car, Andy Lambert, was able to get around the 86 of Jerry West. Andy Lambert looking to move, and he's got Brian Rogers in the 12 car in his sights. He's down on the inside, the 12 on the outside. So Andy is trying to get some positions caught back up. There you go right there. Andy Lambert, 6th place, 5.4 seconds behind the leader. You see it right there. Al Smith Jr. getting around the 44. The 44 getting very, very loose up into the marbles. Going to lose a ton of track time there. Chris Mefford not going to be happy with himself with that as he pushed up towards the wall. Al Smith Jr. able to get around clean. Brian Rogers under the gun right now. The 70 car, Andy Lambert to the inside. Andy trying to get there on the inside in that 70, the 12 on the outside. Almost door to door till the 12's momentum starts carrying him forward. Will Andy try it again in the next corner? Turn 1. Not able to get down as low in turn 1 as he had hoped, I don't believe. He's still down there, but not putting pressure on. There he goes. Down to the inside, the 12 car. Looks like he might have just tapped his brakes to let the 70 car go. 70 car is faster than him right now. That's very respectful racing right there. Appreciate seeing that out of Brian Rogers. Andy Lambert moves him back up in the top 5. Rogers down to 6. Jerry West, who's in 7th right now, looking to catch him next. Behind them, the 45 car, Doug Wasaki. Nobody around. And hey, that might be a strategy right there. Phil Otto, the Flying Aussie. He's running 9th right now. Justin Napier, 10th. Peyton Johnson, 11th. We've got Jeff Clifton. Doesn't look like he's going to be finishing this one. And Jason Garrett dropped out at the beginning. He must have had to go to work. Jason Garrett has some pretty horrible hours sometimes. He is on call. Right now, the 14 car up front. AJ Hamill led all 44 laps. The interval starting to close up again, though. From 2 seconds down to 1.5. So a half a second caught up. Justin McDuff. And again, you don't know. AJ Hamill may just be laying back on that car a little bit, saving the tires, saving some fuel, because why not? Although his lap times seem to be pretty consistent. That last one, 33.534. Let's take a peek and see if we can figure out if he is trying to conserve that car. As we cross the start-finish line, you see the speed right there, up over 130 miles an hour. Hard onto the brakes in turn 1 and 2, down to the 88 mile per hour zone. Back onto the gas again, so it doesn't look like he is conserving that car. It seems like he's moving it pretty good. Up to 137 on the back stretch, back way down on the corners. 87, 84. And you see right there, his fast lap, 32.798. Last lap, 33.582. So just about a second difference, like we talked about earlier. And I believe I just saw Phil Otto coming down pit road. There he is. Phil Otto taking a pit, looking for some new tires, hoping that that'll be the answer. Top 10 have not taken pits yet. Phil Otto did lose a lap coming down pit road. So right now he's either going to be waiting, he's hoping for a very quick caution. That'll get him right back in sequence with everybody else, and he wouldn't have to pit. So he'd actually take the lead, assuming everybody else would pit. At the very least, another... Well, now he's showing 2 laps down. AJ Hamel putting him 2 down. So Phil Otto hoping for a caution, hoping for something to get a lap back. Let's take a look and see where he is on track. Phil Otto back down pit road. Something happened. No, he never came out of the pits. Phil Otto is still in the pits from the last one. Did he get damage? Let's take another look at the car. I see a little bit of damage there, but nothing major. As you see his pit crew pushing that bumper out. Well, that explains why he's in there so long. So Phil Otto going down laps, and that's not what he wants to do. 3 laps right now down. Justin McDuff. Justin with that 20 car running in second place. Cut the lead down. It's now 1.2 seconds. 25 laps to go as they cross the start-finish line. 25 laps for AJ Hamel to try and win here at New Hampshire. And again, it's the Make-A-Wish Foundation 75 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Loudon, New Hampshire. McDuff really taking a big chunk out of AJ's time that last lap. Down to just over a second now. As they cross the start-finish line again, the lead down to .882. Justin McDuff really starting to close in. AJ Hamel can't be saving. I'm sure he sees that car getting bigger in the rear view. Right now, we're starting to get a little battle for 4th place potentially. Andy Lambert has caught Chris Mefford. Andy Lambert on the inside, putting some pressure on the 44. Andy with a good shot out of the turn 4. Has a little bit of momentum on that inside lane. Not able to do it though. That car started to push up. He backed out of the gas. Ooh, Andy gets loose as he dives down to the inside. Able to save it. Loses some momentum though to Mefford. Andy just waiting to see if Chris will push up the track, give him that opening that he's looking for. They're running almost identical lines tonight. Andy's maybe quarter to a half a lane down from where Chris is racing that 44 car. This is the biggest track that these guys are going to see with these cars this year. 75 miles, 75 laps, 1 mile track, flat banking. Hardly any banking out there to speak of. Peyton Johnson currently being scored 1 lap down, first car a lap down in that 85 machine. And you see it right now, Justin McDuff right on the back bumper of the leader. He has caught him. Now, can he pass him? Catching him is one thing, passing him is another. Justin McDuff in the 20 car looking to take advantage of the fact that he was able to catch the 14. This could be a heartbreaker as the 20 goes to the inside, heading into turn 1, the 20 down low. Not that time. He backed out of it. Didn't have the run he was looking for, backed out of it, looking to regain his composure and try it again. You go back to the Lambert battle. Andy Lambert still on that back bumper of Chris Mefford, not giving him an inch of. Mefford makes one mistake, Andy is going to jump all over him. Chris knows that. He's running nice and smooth as he can. Back up front for the battle for the lead. McDuff in that 20 car. AJ Hamill, the leader in the 14, has led all 60 laps so far. We have 15 laps to go after they cross the start-finish line. 15 laps for the Justin McDuff in the 20 car to really get going and figure out how he's going to get around that 14. Back in the battle for 4th place, you've got Andy Lambert. He's been all over Chris Mefford the last, 15 laps or so. Andy Lambert down lower than he normally does, trying to find him something. He's trying to find a lane that'll work for that 70 car right now. I'm sure he's feeling those tires very, very, very worn out at this point. 61 laps on them. The fuel tank's starting to get a little bit dry, so that rear end's really light. Easy to bring that car around. Up front, the battle really for the lead. Justin McDuff. At one time, the lead was 2 seconds. Now down to 0.35. Justin McDuff in the 20 car actually did have a run on him. And I think he may be just letting his tires cool down. Maybe waiting a couple more laps. He's going to try and put the challenge back on. That's not what we're seeing for the battle for 4th place, though. Andy Lambert, Chris Mefford have been going at it for 20 laps easy. These guys have been really going. And the first one that messes up is going to lose 4th place. That's pretty cool. You could actually hear the rubber bouncing off from the cars as they went around that corner right there. AJ Hamill, Justin McDuff heading into turns 3 and 4 when they cross the start-finish line. It'll be 10 to go. 10 more laps for AJ Hamill. He's led every single one of them so far, looking to win this one. That American Diabetes Association car up front, looking good all race long. Justin McDuff running in second right now, trying to play the role of spoiler. McDuff with a huge run, gets right to the back bumper. He's on the back bumper of AJ Hamill. AJ knows he's just got to keep running his line. Justin McDuff in the 20 had a huge run, brought him right to the back bumper. If he can do that again, boy, I don't know. He'll at least be side by side with him. On the back, AJ Hamill fighting off Justin McDuff. McDuff takes a high line that time by. The 14 keeps his line. McDuff loses some ground there. That's not the way you want to go. Made evident right there. McDuff taking a very high line. Man, oh man, that's the second time he's done that. He loses ground on him again. As they cross the start-finish line, 5 more laps to go. AJ Hamill, Justin McDuff, Al Smith Jr. running third in the 91. Chris Mefford, Andy Lambert still going at it. They have been for some time now. Andy Lambert sneaking down to the bottom, not able to do it there. We go back up front. That's top 5. AJ Hamill trying to battle off Justin McDuff. 5 laps to go. It's time, Justin. It's time. If you've got anything under the hood of that car, it's time to show it. Four laps to go. AJ Hamill, Justin McDuff, Al Smith Jr., Chris Mefford, Andy Lambert still battling it out for 4th and 5th. Brian Rogers running 6th. Jerry West 7th. Doug Wasaki 8th. Peyton Johnson back out on track. He's running 9th. 1 lap down. Justin Napier running in 10th. He is a lap down. And Phil Otto 1 lap down as well. I gotta make a correction. Peyton Johnson not 1 lap down. It's showing. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's showing him 1 lap down, 1 second, 1 lap down. Not, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he's a lap down. We're gonna go with that. We go back out front. That's the battle for the win. The 14, the 20. They've been going at it now for the last 15 laps or so. Justin McDuff trying to figure out a way around that 14 car. Two to go right now. Hamill, McDuff Smith, Mefford, Lambert. That's your top 5. And we've got battles going on around the track. We're going to keep it right here, right at the leader. This is the final lap. Does Justin McDuff have what it's going to take to get around that 14 car tonight? AJ Hamel has been strong, has led every single lap so far. McDuff with a really good run, pulls right up to the back bumper. Loses a little bit going into turn 3 and 4. Gains a little bit back coming out. Could have gotten into the back bumper, but didn't. AJ Hamel in the 14 American Diabetes Association car. Your winner here tonight, AJ Hamel coming home first. Justin McDuff second. Al Smith Jr., he's going to be coming home in 3rd place tonight. Chris Mefford and Andy Lambert, they're still battling last lap fever. Oh no! Chris Mefford goes sideways. Andy Lambert trying to figure out how to get around him. Andy Lambert gets around Chris Mefford in the very last corner. 3 and 4 are proved to be Chris Mefford's weakness. He needs to get that car going straight or he's going to lose more positions. Chris Mefford not going in the right direction. And they're skidding out. What a finish. What a finish. AJ Hamel, your winner tonight. We got Hamel, McDuff, Al Smith Jr., top 3. 75 miles, 75 laps, all green flag racing, excellent racing tonight drivers. Here are your results for tonight. We got AJ Hamel, Justin McDuff, Al Smith Jr., and they must have crossed the start-finish line, I guess. I thought they hadn't, but Chris Mefford scored 4th, Andy Lambert 5th, Brian Rogers, Jerry West, Doug Wasaki, Peyton Johnson, Justin Napier. And we continue on to Phil Otto, Jeffrey Clifton, and Jason Garrett. Charles Wilder did not start tonight's race as he is still doing our rookie class. There's your man right there, the winner. Absolutely. Excellent run by that man right there. Led all 75 miles to come home. Your winner tonight, AJ Hamel. Looking good, looking strong. Gives that wall a bump. Let's see if he turns those rear tires. Yes, he does. Here comes the smoke show. Well, that's as much smoke as a late model can do, I guess. All right. Well, it's been it's been a week here at Racing for a Cause. We got one more night of action. 2 series going tomorrow night. We've got the street stocks on pavement, and we turn around and have the street stocks on dirt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be really fun to watch, and I can't wait to be a part of it. I can't wait to get behind the steering wheel again, and it's going to be fun. Again, I want to congratulate all the drivers tonight. I believe that is the 2nd time that Racing for a Cause has been able to take New Hampshire without any cautions at all. Thank you all very much for coming out and watching. Really do appreciate that, and I hope you all have a very, very good night.